beautiful people. Okay, this video is going to be all the books that I ought to get to before the end of the year, not actually books that I'm planning on getting to before the end of the year, because there are just so many of them that it's come to the end of the year and there's just not enough time in the year left for me to get to all the books that I really did want to get to this year. But I'm going to tell you all the ones that I have left, and then like in a little bit I'll actually post my real December TBR, and like you'll get to see the ones that I actually do plan on reading this next month. But these are all the books that are like left over on my yearly, like I really wanted to read these books in 2019, probably not going to get to most of them because it's a pretty big stack like you just saw in the thumbnail. However, there are a lot of them and I will be able to get to some of them. So here we go. Red Sister by Mark Lawrence is a book that I really want to get to before the end of the year. I am actually planning on attempting to read this book before the end of November this month. So this is one of them. It is about an assassin named Nona, and she gets taken in by the convent of Sweet Mercy, and they train her in the ways of assassinating people and magic, and she finds like other assassin sisters and like family and all kinds of things like that. So Red Sister, magical assassin nuns. Totally gonna get to this month. Another book I really wanted to get to before the end of the year, but I actually don't think this is going to happen, is called Brightly Burning by, I think it's Alexa Dunn, maybe is her last name. I got this book last year for Christmas, 2018, so I really wanted to read it before Christmas 2019, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. It's been sitting on my TBR shelf for a little while. Anyway, it's like a romance, but in outer space. It's like an outer spacey romance book. I'm not really into romances, so it's been sitting on my TBR for a while, even though, like, I am excited about it. I was excited about it last year. As I've been, like, reading, like, blurbs and stuff, I'm just like, oh, is this just gonna be, like, smut in outer space? And I don't know how into it I'm gonna be, so I'm a little just hesitant. I've been really hesitant to pick it up. But I don't know. I have no idea what I even am gonna think of this, so I don't know. I haven't picked it up yet, but there you go. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson is another one that I just really wanted to read this year, because I even think I think the sequel's already out. I don't remember what it's called or anything. Maybe I'll show you a picture of it over here. But isn't this cover beautiful? Okay, this main character, her name is Spensa, and she wants to become a space pilot. However, she's not allowed to become a space pilot because of like a bunch of family drama and a bunch of bad stuff that her dad did, and she's just kind of caught in this whole family situation. And so the government is not going to let her become a space pilot because of like her dad's bad name. Anyway, she is raised in a world where it is constantly at war with this alien species, and the back of the book said, Spencer's world has been under attack for hundreds of years. An alien race called the Krell leads an onslaught after onslaught from the sky in a never-ending campaign to destroy humankind. And she wants to fight in this war, and she wants to be brave and take on all these Krell aliens, but unfortunately she is not being allowed to. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson was a book I really wanted to get to this year. I hope I can still get to it in December, you guys, but it's really big and thick, and I just don't know if it's gonna happen before the end of the year, but I would love for it to happen very, very soon. This next one, you guys, has been sitting on my TBR shelf for literally a couple years, I think, at this point. It's The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've heard so many good things about this book, and I've heard that it's like really hard-hitting, contemporary, about the Black Lives Matter movement. The thing about me though is I don't really read a lot of contemporary. So if I had my choice between like a science fiction book or a contemporary, I'm probably gonna grab the science fiction book, all honesty. So that's why it's been sitting on my TBR shelf for a couple of years now, but it's won so many awards and I just need to read it. I just need to make it happen. I was gonna try and make it happen this year, but I don't know. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen before the end of the year or not, but I just need to make it happen though. I do. I know I do. This next one is book 4 in the Expanse series. Book 4, I think it's called Cibola Burn or Cibola Burn. I'm not entirely sure how to say that name, but I really want to read it because it's book 4, and currently there are 8 books out in the Expanse series, and I would love to be able to say that I read half of the Expanse series. I know that there's like a 9th book and other books coming out in like 2020 and like dates beyond to be announced. It's just TBA at this point. But I would love to say that I finished at least half of the Expanse series in 2019. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. I'm going to try and get to it in December, so that I will have hit the halfway point on the Expanse series. But I don't know. We'll see if it happens. Another one is Nevernight, of course, because like Dark Dawn just came out. God's Grave is already out. Like all the books in the series, I think, are already out. I think, was Dark Dawn the wrap-up book? I'm not even sure. But I really, really want to get to Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. Her main character's name is Mia. She's an assassin, and that's really all I know. I think it's just a crazy, bloody revenge plotline, and I think she's like taking revenge for stuff that happened to her dad, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. But I love assassin books, and Nevernight is so popular, and everybody's like reading it and talking about it, and reading Dark Dawn, which is like the most recent book that came out, and I love everything I've ever read by Jay Kristoff at this point, so we'll see. I don't know. I would love to pick up Nevernight by the end of the year. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Nevernight might end up getting pushed to 2020, and then I could just binge read all the Nevernight, the whole Nevernight situation. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Alright, you guys, another book I really wanted to read this year was Blood Witch by Susan Dennard. It is like, I don't think it's the wrap-up book, but it is like the most recent book in the Witchland series. I have read all the way up to Blood Witch. I've read Wind Witch, Sight Witch, Truth Witch. I've read all these, and I just haven't gotten to Blood Witch yet, because there's just a lot of books that I want to read that are on my reading list, that are on my radar. Blood Witch just hasn't happened in my world yet. Blood Witch follows multiple main characters. All of them have magical abilities. The main 2 characters are Sophie and Isolde, and they are best friends. Isolde is a thread witch, and she can see all the threads that kind of bind things together in the world. And Sophie is a truth witch, and she has the ability to discern truth from lies and like figure out what's real and what's not real and stuff like that. Anyway, and these two are like best friends, or thread sisters, and not biological sisters, but they're thread sisters, and they're best friends, and this whole series just follows their adventures as magical prophecies are coming true in their world, and all kinds of things like that. I wanted to get to Blood Witch before the end of the year, but I don't know if I'm gonna, because it is kind of big, and there's just so many things that I did want to get to before the end of the year. Another book I really wanted to get to by the end of the year, I am planning on reading this in December, is Foundry Side by Robert Jackson Bennett. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys, I've heard so many good things about Foundry Side. And first of all, this cover, though, isn't this cover just absolutely stunning and just like draws me in and just makes me want to know like who this person is and why they're looking at this fire in the distance and why they're sitting in the window and what's going on. But anyway, this main character, she is a thief, and she is also a thief with magical abilities. Probably has to fight to survive through a lot of things, I'm guessing. Anyway, that's all I really know about it, but I've heard so many good things. I've heard this book is so freaking good, so I can't wait to pick it up. It's Foundry Side. Okay, you guys, and the final book that I really, really wanted to get to by the end of the year is going to be Armada, and actually I'm on page 5 of Armada already. I will finish it by the end of the year. I'm gonna finish it hopefully by the end of the week, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, and I thought it was about like a main character in a video game, kind of like Ready Player One, like the other Ernest Cline book, but I actually don't know. I'm on page 5 now, and I'm like, ooh, I don't actually know if that's what this book is about, because I haven't read the back or anything, because I don't like to do that. I like to just be completely surprised when I jump into a book. However, though, this little blurb right here calls Armada a tasty sci-fi stew. So, that sounds exciting. I really liked the first 5 pages, even though I'm not entirely sure what was happening in the first 5 pages, but I liked it. So there's that. Anyway, I'm gonna finish it really soon. So yay. All right, let me see if I can pick up all these books. I picked them all up for the thumbnail earlier, and I wasn't 100% successful. Oh my god. So here's all the books that I wanted to read before the end of the year that I will still get to some of them, but I probably won't get to all of them. And whew. Anyway, I'll be posting my December TBR video very soon, and I'll let you know which ones I am actually planning to get to by the end of the year. And comment down below, let me know a book or a couple books that you really wanted to get to before the end of the year. Whether you think you'll be able to, or you're not sure if you'll be able to, let me know. I want to hear about it and I want to talk about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys. You're so freaking beautiful. Hit that like button for me, because I want to know that you like me. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that I can see more of your face and you can see more of my face and we can be friends. Also, if you have your links set up, I will go follow them and find you on Twitter and friend you that way as well, and I'd love to be friends with you on multiple different platforms. Anyway, I love you guys. You're so freaking beautiful. Bye!